We had made another film several years ago in Ghana for UNICEF. And it
Mm.
was at that time that, Ben he was in Ghana and he had passed by the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. And for anybody who's seen it, you know that it's a very particularly shaped building. So it catches your eye if you don't have any context for it.
And Ben
And
is the director
Ben
of
is the
the film.
director. Yes, Ben Proudfoot is the director. And, you know, Ben, he's a fellow Canadian, and having grown up in Nova Scotia, had no context for who Kwame Nkrumah was, had never heard the name before. And one of our fellow producers, Justice, just so happened to be in the car and was like, well, I know the person who he had a personal cinematographer, Kwame Nkrumah, and he's still alive and he's 90 years old and he lives down the road.
Wow.
And it was like, well, we have to go there. And it was also at that time that I was still at USC, but I had started interviewing filmmakers. And I was about to interview Ben for the first film that he and Chris Bowers were nominated for an Academy Award, A Concerto as a Conversation. And, you know, he was like, he's like, are you Ghanaian too? Because I'm in Ghana and I keep seeing versions of your name everywhere. And I just want to know what the connection is. And I was like, I am. And he told me about Chris Hesse. And he said, I think there's a story to tell here. And I think we should tell it. And so that really began the journey, which was
Mm.
close to, I don't know, 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago now. And it was going to be a short film for a very, very long time.
Mm.
And then we just had so much, and there was so much story to tell that it emerged into a feature film. But, we didn't know what it was for a long time. I think we were trying to figure out what point of view, how much Nkrumah to include, how do we center Chris Hesse, all those things. So it took the time that it took because of those conversations.
Did you know that there was all this archival material and
We did
you
at the
did from
start
the
of it.
start?
At the start of it, we did, but we had never seen it. We hadn't
Mm.
seen it yet. So Chris Hesse just spoke of it in his interview, and we're like, "That's really amazing, and that's definitely something that needs to be part of this film." But and we knew broad strokes because he would talk about it, what the content of it was. But again, I think when you hear about it and then when you see it, it's something else. Because I mean, you've seen the film, like just the texture and color alone and the vibrancy of the people. It's so striking. And to know that Chris shot that at 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this
Just
is history, 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 right?